Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Welcome to your reading for the month of August. We are going to take a look at that that full moon that is happening in Aquarius on the 1st of August. We will pull a couple of cards for that at the end, but we're going to mostly cover what's going on over the whole of August. And here we have the card of endurance that came through, and it says true endurance is not based on rigidity, but endurance implies flexibility. Not being locked into a position. Only by adapting to change can we stay in the race, and only by deepening our sense of purpose can we call forth the strength to win it. In it to win it. Continuity is achieved through movement, not by keeping still. That which has ceased to grow is degrading toward death by actively changing. Be actively changing, but stay strong, connected to your roots, your deepest thoughts and feelings. This is because Pluto is in your sign, retrograding, actively degrading things, allowing them to pass away, that flexibility when he starts moving forward again, not until January of next year, but when he starts moving forward again, kind of wrapping up for the most part his time in your sign, which he's been hanging out there, since, 2008 or something ridiculous. It's like he doesn't ever go away. He will be back. I believe he comes back, dips back in slightly and does that 29-degree point, but it's a much shorter visit when he does that. So this is about allowing the completion of that. So August has two full moons, so we get a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, a rare opportunity. The second one happening in Pisces, which is in a very nicely supportive energy of yours. This first one kicking it off is where you're creating the space for things, where you're allowing things to happen. And then we get a new moon that happens in Leo. That new moon is very much again, back on the year-and-a-half cycle. And so by the time that new moon becomes a full moon, we have the node just there at 29 degrees of Pisces. And so it'll be really where you really start to see things happening. So this is your time for actively cultivating, using this new moon to actively cultivate what it is that you want to grow, what it is you want for change in your life. What are you looking for? So this little Page of Cups, the whole time I was shuffling, he was hanging out here at the top of the deck, and now he's at the bottom of the deck. He is looking out into the night sky, and he is understanding, he is recognizing that part of what is keeping things is that he's learned not to be quite so open, and be a little more protective, but understanding that the more protective you are, the more guarded you are, the less that some things that you want can seep their way in. And so there is this need, I think, to be maybe a little more open. But I feel like it's caution. And with this sea turtle here, they live a long time, right? That's that endurance. That's that wisdom that comes from experience. And so being very emotionally stable, being optimistic for the future, but understanding that you've learned some things along the way, and you can't be totally open to everything. A little more guarded would be good. So in the challenge here, it is that assessing of what is dying off. Look, the Seven of Pentacles right here. Assessing what is dying, what needs to be let go of, and what could, benefit from more time, attention, and cultivation. Right? And so that totally fits in with that endurance card. Okay. In the key to the situation, it is about being in balance. This is about understanding that you are performing for others, that your balancing act is being seen. Right? You balancing work and play, you balancing your adaptability, right? That's flexibility and adaptability right there. You have to keep your eye on the ball. You have to pay attention to what's going on, right? He's juggling, but he's being viewed. People are watching you. I feel like they're watching you and assessing, and because of your leadership qualities, they will likely follow when the time is right. They're looking for you to see what you're going to do, and your ability to be flexible, to be adaptable, to be willing to make the shifts and the changes as you go through life here. especially here in August, you're being observed. And there's a need for you to also observe, to keep your eye on the ball. Make sure you are still having fun and that you're working. And because you can't see it, but on this side, you can see his face. He's enjoying what he's doing. It's important that you enjoy what you're doing, right? It is important that you enjoy what you're doing. We have the Page of Swords here in the action to take. And so this is definitely seeking news and information. This is also being very aware. And so keeping your eye on the ball, observing that, but also observing, there's a lot of observation here. It's like a lot of people are watching you. You are being viewed. So it could be you are being viewed for an opportunity for promotion. You could be being viewed for an opportunity in a relationship. You could be being viewed for an opportunity, I don't know, your friends are looking at you to see what you're going to do, to how are you going to lead your coworkers, your team, whatever, right? And so there's a need to be very present to the fact. People are watching you. And in the heart space here, we've got this Three of Pentacles, but this is receiving the honor and respect for your hard work. This is the receiving of that recognition. We go from the 2 to the 3. I think that you are being observed, and it is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. So here we have, in where you're seeking information, we have the 2 of Cups. This is a real understanding on an intuitive level with what resonates with you. This is seeking that which is compatible. So again, we have these 2 2s here and we have 2 3s here. And so there's this nice progression of energy of moving from one thing into the other, right? Like this growth and everything. And here, this is the knowledge and the wisdom. This is understanding that you're really connecting in the hopes and the goals and the dreams, right? On this side, we have the sun shining, and this feels like that attractive, oh my gosh, I just met, this is so vibe. This is a deeper understanding of where you fit in, what works for you. This could be an integration within yourself of your divine masculine and feminine energies, but this could also be where you're integrating into a system, into a relationship, after doing this assessing, right? There's this assessing energy here of what's working and what doesn't work. And the challenge could be that it's somebody else who's assessing, right? Because of these you're being viewed cards. So there's a need to see what's growing, what's not growing, what needs to be cultivated. In your heart space, you've got this nice healing energy, though. We've got the 6 of Swords. This is the typical, right? This is the reverse side. And on this side, you see that the healing comes from holding your own cup. And that's been a little bit challenging to really be able to fill up your own cup. And there's assistance, though, in this. Could be spiritual assistance. This could be your friends, which are maybe placed in your life through spiritual assistance, right? So it's all spiritual assistance, however it shows up. But there's some assistance that's allowing you to move forward into a way that fills up your cup. And this feels like fills up your cup with the cup of happiness and joy. This is an opportunity to really come into connection with yourself, because how do you transform the situation? By being this King of Cups. He is sitting there very confident, very open, very spiritually aware. His cup is wide open. He is in control and is very serene. The waters are calm. He is looking to the future, and he understands that he is the night sky, right? It's the following of the dreams. And it is waiting for being open to receiving divine inspiration is what it feels like. Even though it's an action card, because it is a king. He is this is almost like actively asking for the help and the guidance you need. Actively seeking the information that you need. In the area of resources, oh my gosh, you have the 3 of Wands. Look at that. Look how cool that is. And he's holding the stick of fire. So there is something you're passionate about. And in the other hand, he's got the yin and the yang, the fire and the water. But because this is a Wands card and we have this wand on fire here, this is about emotional passion for what it is that you want to create. And it comes from deep within. This is on the subconscious level. This is something that really speaks to you in the heart space. This is something that really lights you up. And it's something that is going to offer you a lot of personal satisfaction and recognition within yourself this feels like you saying, I've really done well. This is receiving in the heart that sense of appreciation that we all really can use, right? And so this balancing act of emotional energy, and look at all the opportunity for growth here. It's fire and water, and he's standing here, almost looks like the desert, right? This dried creek bed here. But in his hands, it's almost like you've already grown the forest behind you with this water. Where can you grow more forest? Where is there more opportunity for growth? What are you supposed to anchor into? The Ace of Wands. Divinely guided inspiration. It's going to come in the meditation, in the quiet, in you filling yourself up emotionally, in you receiving what it is that you need through this space of being open to guidance information. It may come through from something somebody said or you hear on the radio or whatever, but that spark of intuition, it's because you are actively seeking it on the inside. I want to say everything you need to know is on the inside. Everything that you need to know, all the answers are there. Got all these knight cards, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 10, so half of them. You have the oracle. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders, but it's the oracle. The elders, they feel like your spirit guide team. Now, could it be through a mentorship? Yes, but only thing I see here is this very stable King of Cups. So maybe you have a King of Cups in your life. Somebody who is very emotionally stable and very intuitive that could help you find the answer that you are seeking. Okay? But for others of you, it feels like your spirit guide team coming forward. You know, I would really like, can I get another one, please, to clarify, to help me to understand where that information is supposed to be coming from? How is that supposed to come forward? That's not helpful. You have your secrets are safe at the bottom of the deck. We have honor and good luck, the griffin. That's a dragon. Wings on a, it's a lion's body usually. It's a lion and a dragon. Honor and good luck. I think, so here we have the Eye of Ra. You're being seen. You are being seen. The Eye of Ra with Matt on either side, the Justice. And then below that we have the Scarab Beetle of Transformation. And then we have Griffins down there. They almost look like Basset, though. It is, after all, her season with the Lionsgate. I really think that taking some time to really connect in with your own intuition, but it could be that there is somebody you know that's really very stable but very intuitive that can give you some guidance in the direction you want to go. You have accept and receive. I think that's that honor and recognition. I think that, you know, take it, if someone pays you a compliment, take it into your heart space. Don't be like that, oh, it was nothing, or it was a team. Or say, thank you so much. I really appreciate you noticing my hard work and effort. Go ahead and accept and receive it. And then we have the card of choose who you are becoming, which I think is what is going on here. Choose who you are becoming. Choose the direction you want to go in. What is not growing? What is not serving? How can you really find that balance within the inner world of receiving and giving in balance, and really that thing that really matches up with you. Choosing who you're becoming, choosing what you're passionate about, choosing what you're going after. There's a lot of energy here about you stepping up into your own journey in your own space and having the endurance and the willingness to adapt and to grow and to move in a direction that really benefits yourself. All right, so full moon. Full moon on the 1st. You have the card of great adventure. Take a risk and venture forth. Take a risk and venture forth. I feel like it is in the course of the journey that you get more information. And that just standing there isn't going to do it. He's moving forward. Take a risk, right? Balancing those things. Take a risk. Venture forward. Wow. You have the worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Worry doesn't change an outcome. They're either going to grow or they're not going to grow. You sitting there staring at them, worrying about whether or not these things are going to grow isn't going to make them going to grow. However, you feeding, watering, nurturing, giving it what you can may or may not determine its potential, right? So I'm learning that worry doesn't change any outcome, and I use my intuition in all aspects of life. This thing that you were wondering about, yeah, the answers are inside. Thank you, Spirit. I was really trying to figure that out. The answers are inside, right? It says I use my intuition in all aspects of life. This dude is using his intuition, right? So you use your intuition to help to lead you forward, and if you do, you have the card of freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. That is the key. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You get to choose who you're going to become. And you get to choose your form of happiness. You get to choose which direction you're going to go in. So take the risk and go on the journey toward your own happiness. What a fun, fabulous reading. Endurance, like they're just setting sail here. And we all know the stories. They have to worry about the storms. They have to worry about, the winds, stop blowing and they get stilled in the calm and they have to row. And, can they find an island where they can replenish? They're all that stuff, right? It's a journey. The journey is what life is, and life is supposed to be an adventure. And yes, it takes strength and adaptability and endurance to be successful. Trust your own intuition. Take the next guided step. I love this. All right, Capricorn, you go get them. I'm on Facebook every day, work with the astrology over there. We're also working with Venus right now. She's stationed retrograde on the 22nd. She will come direct on the 3rd of September. So the entire month of August, she's in retrograde, helping us to empower and to lift ourselves up. And yes, there's romantic opportunities that could come back into your life, but I feel it's more of an empowering energy. It is through the power of loving ourselves that we find the right relationship anyway. Thank you. Thank you for always supporting this channel. I really appreciate it. When you guys leave me your comments, you hit that thumbs up, that's awesome. If you'd like a private reading, I am doing those. The information for that is in the description box below. You guys take great care, and I look forward to seeing you next time.